The Trump administration is apparently targeting members of Congress. Yes, that's right. According to reports, the DHS is accusing 3 House Democrats of assaulting law enforcement during their visit to an ICE detention center in New Jersey. Okay. All right. The lawmakers involved in the incident are Representatives Bonnie Watson Coleman, Rob Menendez, and LaMonica McIver. Also involved is New York Mayor Ras Baraka, who was also charged, but then they dropped the charges. On Monday, Acting U.S. Attorney Alina Habba announced that her office has charged Representative LaMonica McIver after announcing that she would drop the charges against Baraka, as I mentioned before. Habba alleges that McIver assaulted, impeded, and interfered with law enforcement, which is pretty funny because, wait, this administration, the president himself had pardoned 1,600 January 6ers. Now, I know that not all of them actually engaged in violent behavior against police, but a few hundred of them did. They went to jail. Okay. But no, Trump said, no, get them all out. I don't care. I don't know what they did. Just get them all out. They were defending me. So, that's it. Come on out. Come on out. Even after you assaulted, impeded, and interfered with law enforcement. Ironic. Now, McIver responded to this with a statement of her own. She said, earlier this month, I joined my colleagues to inspect the treatment of ICE detainees at Delaney Hall in my district. We are fulfilling our lawful oversight responsibilities, as members of Congress have done many times before. Our visit should have been peaceful and short. Instead, ICE agents created an unnecessary and unsafe confrontation when they chose to arrest Mayor Baraka. The charges against me are purely political. They mischaracterize and distort my actions and are meant to criminalize and deter legislative oversight. This administration will never stop me from working for the people in our district and standing up for what's right. I am thankful for the outpouring of support I have received and look forward to the truth being laid out clearly in court. So, now, look, this is the administration trying to arrest members of the opposition party. After this, again, Congresswoman claims that she was assaulted by masked members of ICE. I think ICE is a criminal organization. So, I don't really recognize their authority, all right? And by the way, this is just a beginning. DHS spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin said in a CNN interview on Saturday that there will, quote, likely be more arrests coming. Okay. While Pam Bondi, of course, is looking to make it easier to do her political prosecutions. That's what this is. Bondi has proposed changes to, something called the public integrity section. Well, what does that mean? Basically, her changes say that U.S. attorneys, which are positions appointed by the president, could indict members of Congress without signing off from those attorneys in the PIN, which, of course, the PIN is a ethical watchdog that was put there during, or I should say after Watergate. Okay. Now, prosecutors would no longer need to consult PIN at key points during investigations and prosecutions of public officials in all 3 branches of government, including federal, state, and local lawmakers, as well as judges. The PIN was established following Watergate in order to consolidate in one unit of the criminal division the department's oversight responsibilities for the prosecution of criminal abuses of the public trust by government officials. PIN also supervises the nationwide investigation and prosecution of election crimes. So they get rid of that. Weaponization of the government against political adversaries, which is what they were crying about. Now, here's the thing. They've already weakened PIN. According to reports, the DOJ has reduced the size of the office from 30 prosecutors to actually around 5. Some of the reductions in staff, to be fair, did come from resignations among PIN leadership after a top DOJ official had directed prosecutors to drop the corruption charges against New York Mayor Eric Adams. That guy is absolutely corrupt, all right? And yet, oh no, we're just going to drop the corruption case against him. What? What are you talking about? Why would you do that? because he made a deal with Donald Trump. Now, Penn prosecutors have been involved in the Adams corruption investigation and indictment and the prosecution of former Democratic Senator Bob Menendez. You know, the guy with the gold bars? He was sentenced to 11 years in prison for charges related to corruption. Yeah. So there you go. There you go. The office also intervened when now former interim U.S. Attorney Ed Martin sought to prosecute Chuck Schumer for remarks he made about the 2 Supreme Court justices a few years ago. You know, oh, you're going to reap the whirlwind. That's considered a threat? I mean, that you're going to reap the whirlwind, okay? Which means bad things are going to happen. Yes. That doesn't mean that it's a threat against your life. It's the same thing with the spelling out in seashells 8647. Okay? Somehow, this government, which is apparently filled with pansies, all right, are sitting there thinking, oh my God, this is a threat against us from James frickin' Comey? Are you kidding me? Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. But here's the thing. Penn's attorneys had told Ed Martin that these comments were obviously not a prosecutable threat. But that they don't care. They don't care. What this is about is doing political witch hunts and political prosecutions. The thing that Trump cried about for years in the right wing, while they're actually doing real crimes. Okay. And now they're looking to do this against Democrats and honestly, even Republicans, if they dare to go against this criminal regime. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.